ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my Chamber of the Wraith. That Shang Tsung asshole thought he could take my soul. Nobody takes the soul of the master of the Chamber of the Wraith. Now, because of this, I'm going to share with you guys all of Shang Tsung's crushing blows. He already revealed his abilities in the Ability Almanac, so let's just put one more nail in that coffin of his, shall we?
Shang Tsung's rising chest kick will crushing blow if it counters or punishes an opponent's get-up roll. A tricky one to land indeed. There it is. Try getting this one as a punish. Reserved pain will crushing blow if the second hit is the only hit that lands. Tipping the scales will crushing blow if it's a counter or a punish. Shang Tsung's back throw is a unique crushing blow. Once you've morphed into the opponent and then morphed back into the opponent, if you immediately perform a back throw afterwards, you get a similar situation to Jade, where her forward throw will launch the opponent and do the same amount of damage as a normal throw. His back throw will do something similar, and like Jade, it will reduce some of the animation time. But it looks like it also doesn't have damage. It's basically a combo damage scaling free launcher if you can get this to go, which is amazing. Shake will crushing blow if it blocks 2 melee attacks in a row. However, there's an apparent glitch where it also works on projectiles. I'm not sure if this is a glitch or just a miswording, but it looks like it works on both melee attacks and on projectiles. Rain's super kick will crushing blow if done immediately after a super kick cancel. And force lift will crushing blow if the opponent if the amplified version catches an opponent that's blocked late. I'll have to try that again. Here, I know what to do. I know what to do with that. Control Kano and let Shang Tsung be the dummy. Looks to be more damage and is a powerful launcher. Let's double check. 102 versus... yeah. 148. So almost 50% more damage off of a launcher. That's not that bad. Let's double check and see if there's anything else, but I don't think there is unless we get to the real fun stuff with Shang Tsung. Amplified slide will crushing blow if the initial slide hits from maximum range. There seems to be an issue where Sub-Zero in particular seems relatively immune to it, but since this is not a tournament legal variation, most of you probably won't be worried about that. And Shang Tsung's final normal crushing blow comes from the double Fire Skull Amplify. If the third skull is the only skull that hits, well, you got yourself a crushing blow there, friend. Finally, Shang Tsung has a unique gimmick. His ability to morph into and steal the opponent's moves. We know this by now, but what does that give Shang Tsung in the department of crushing blows? Well, if I've turned into the opponent, let me see if he's got any relatively easy crushing blows. Counters or punishes a high attack. Okay, here's a good one. Here's a good example of what I was talking about. Suppose that I've turned into Kano. I can use his back 3 Crushing Blow. The only caveat is that this Crushing Blow will do less damage than its normal counterpart usually. But because Shang Tsung actually gets a slight damage buff when he's morphed into the opponent, it almost evens out. See, that was 163. That becomes 132. But suppose I was Kano. My Enziguri does 11% damage. But when I land it, it does 190. So you could see that, well, oh, that just looks weird. Let's get him to stop doing that. You can see that while Shang Tsung gains access to more Crushing Blows than any character in the game, gaining access to all of the throw Crushing Blows and other Crushing Blows that the opponent may have, the Crushing Blows stolen from the opponent do less damage. And one thing to keep in mind, his down 2 Crushing Blow is universal. So, supposing that I copy Kano, and again, I suppose I copy Kano and use his Crushing Blow. It does 2 points more damage, 0.2% more damage. Like, barely worth noticing. I don't get that back. Better to use it as Shang Tsung proper, instead of as your morphed opponent. And utilize your opponent's Crushing Blows instead.